Hello, Laurent Deville, Professor of Finance at EDHEC Business School and Academic Director of the Masters in Finance. EDHEC Business School is a leading European business school located mostly in France, but also with executive campuses in Singapore and London. And me personally, I'm in charge of the Masters in Finance program that are located on the Nice campus on the Côte d'Azur, south of France. This program is a Master in Management, as its name says, in which we put the emphasis on the financial perspective, be it for companies or for markets. So this is a 2-year degree, and in the first year we delivered the fundamentals of finance. I would say a 360-degree perspective on finance, and this way students are ready to embark official immersion. This is going to be the second year of the program where students will not be at school, but they will be in the industry. Generally, they have 2 successive internships, and the fact that the first year of the program is foundational allows them to be highly competitive for the most demanding internship in finance. And then the last year I was talking about a specialization in a specific financial field, and that the specialization we offer at EDHEC, that financial accounting, corporate finance and investment banking, market finance, and climate and sustainable finance. So this is how it goes. First year, foundational. Second year, professional immersion. First year, advanced specialization in finance, depending on your personal taste. The way our program, our Master in Management with a financial emphasis is structured is really unique in the sense that already from the first year, students get a financial perspective that is wide and large and allows them to fine-tune their own taste and see in which field of finance they want to specialize. So I do think that this is unique in the sense that from the very start, you really embark in a finance journey that will allow you to get where you want to go. So that is the first thing. Second thing is that the Nice campus of EDHEC Business School is fully dedicated to finance, in the sense that we have a faculty that is specialized in finance. We have the tools through data sets and the Bloomberg room. And also we have research centers at EDHEC that kind of instill in the program the latest perspective of the financial industry. So, in a sense, you combine the academic perspective in finance with all the support that you need. And in the support, I think we're going to talk about it later, but we'll also have a career center that is fully dedicated to finance here in Nice, a research center, and recognition of EDHEC within the financial industry. And this is what makes this program, in a sense, unique. I would say that we aim at delivering technical as well as soft skills. I do think that this is equally important to master the technicalities of finance and the way to behave. So if we talk about technical competencies, that obviously that's going to be the knowledge of financial markets, institutions, products, strong understanding of valuation approaches and methods, training in portfolio theory, statistics, econometrics, derivatives, fixed income, knowledge of financial analysis, reporting tool, ability to assess a company's competitive position, risk valuation, and so on and so forth. So, as I said, you need to master a 360-degree perspective at the financial industry from a technical perspective. But more than that, we want students to be able to think by themselves. They will have all the competencies that are needed that are required to succeed in the industry. But we do think that they need to be able to go beyond that knowledge, to be able to produce the solutions that the industry, that the society, that the planet needs, instead of simply applying tools they would have learned. And we do think this is particularly crucial when you come to think about climate and climate finance. Solutions are not there yet. We all have to look for the solution and how to implement these solutions. So what we aim at is really instilling in our graduates this capacity to think about solutions. I think this is really what matters to us all. I have countless examples of students who not only land in their dream job, but also, and I think that ultimately this is what counts, have been able to build a highly successful career. So not only landing on your first dream job, I say, I want to be a trader, I want to be a quant, I want to be a financial analyst, I want to be an expert in sustainable finance, whatever, but also build that career, okay? So I have examples of students who initially thought, oh, well, I'm really good at numbers, I want to do so I want to be a trader, a commodity trader, or whatever. And then they do the first year of the Master in Management Finance, and they discover other things. And then they do their internships. First internship, they go to trading, say, oh, well, good. And then they do a second internship in investment banking. And then they move. And they'll move to the M&A world, for example, or they move to the private equity world. They move to something. So yes, yeah, honestly, they are successful. And this is also really a key advantage of today. The network of alumni is amazing. It's amazing. So some of them come back to teach about their own expertise. Some of them come to share about their industry, come to share about how to build these successful career paths. Some of them come to share about, I think they want to share and give some advice about, well, this is not rocket science, I would say, but you need to be able to grasp the opportunities that you will have in your life. And I think having these kinds of insights from alumni really makes a difference. So what are they now? Some run highly successful hedge funds. Some others are partners in boutique, in M&A boutique. Some others VPs in the investment banking world, traders. I remember this one German student who came at EDHEC and went into the financial engineering program. And he did the whole program, and in the end landed and now is VP. I will not name the investment bank, but is VP in New York in wealth management. So you see these kind of international careers on a yearly basis. So we see these careers ignite at EDHEC, and for the first internships and then the first job and then the first move, we are able to witness those progresses, those careers, and that's what makes us the proudest. So I have examples in financial markets, for examples in corporate finance. Now we are able to witness all these careers in the climate and sustainable finance world, and also this is something that makes us proud. They are making an impact. They are really changing the industry. Curriculum, obviously. Curriculum. I think this is where all starts. All starts with a curriculum that gives you the knowledge that is necessary. So, very generalist first year, specialized second academic year. So, This brings students this kind of global perspective, but not only. Our professors come from academia, but also from the industry. We talked about that. We have industry experts in the classroom. And also we have the chance at the EDHEC Business School of being able to rely on research centers. And research centers that are not the same kind of research centers where you produce some academic research. The research, the academic research that is produced at EDHEC has to have a sense. It is applied in the sense that we want to make an impact in the financial industry. So very applied research centers on infrastructure, on climate finance, on finance analytics. And this infuses students learning with the latest findings. Okay, so I think they have this perspective not only about the academic content, but also how it is applied, how it's going to make the industry change in the next 5, 10 years. Also, we rely on very dedicated corporate sponsors. They also infuse our different programs. So Société Générale, PwC, Crédit Agricole, Amundi, they are sponsoring our programs and they are infusing this kind of global perspectives we are talking about. These are not niche programs. I think this is important for candidates to understand that. We are not offering very niche programs. We are offering generalist as well as specialized programs. You have the generalist perspective, and then you embark on a more advanced perspective depending on your own taste. And this taste to a given field, to a given role, to a given career, you have to fine-tune it. And from the very first day at the EDHEC Business School, the students will be accompanied by the Career Center. And they will be able to fine-tune their career objectives, their personal career objectives, and build the strategy that matches this objective. We are already witnessing the financial industry changing itself, pushed by regulation, pushed by society. It has to change. It has to change in a sustainable way. Now, if the industry changes, also its requirements are changing. The industry is looking for candidates who already have some knowledge in sustainable finance. How did we decide to deliver this knowledge to students at the EDHEC Business School? We do consider that you need to build this understanding on a solid block of scientific and academic understanding of climate change. And this is the reason why in the first year of the program, in the first year of the program, we have introduced a science and economics of climate change course that is mandatory for all students. All students go through this course that will kind of set the understanding of what is at stake, what is going on. And then the next step will be, what should the financial industry do? What should we all do in our daily activity as finance professionals to make the world better from this perspective, from a climate finance, from a sustainable finance perspective? Now, depending on the job that you're going to land in, the kind of actions you're going to have is going to be different. If you end up as a CFO, if you end up as a, financial accountant, if you end up as an auditor, the perspective you will have on on sustainable finance will not be the same as the one you would have as, let's say, an investment banker. Will not be the same as the one you will have as an asset manager, as a commodity trader. So this is why in the specialization, we have a mandatory sustainable finance course, but that sustainable finance course will differ depending on the specialization you're in. Obviously, in the MSc in Accounting and Finance, the emphasis will be given on financial reporting and extra financial reporting. If you land in the MSc in Corporate Finance and Banking, our perspective will be financing perspective. How do we comply with the regulation as an investor? How do we finance specific projects, specific sustainable projects? How do we finance the energy transition projects? If you land in the MSc in Financial Engineering, the emphasis will be put on decarbonized portfolio, on ESG investing, on socially responsible investing. And well, maybe the last possibility is that some of our students, they really want to have this focus on climate finance. And this is the reason why we created an MSc with a leading French engineering school, the École des Mines Paris PSL. They have a campus 20 minutes from EDHEC in Nice. And we have co-created and designed an MSc in Climate Change and Sustainable Finance together. On their part, they delivered an energy transition perspective. On our part, we delivered a financing perspective of the energy transition. The objective is that all our students are ready to have an impact, to make an impact on the financial industry, to make it more sustainable. And this is our objective. And to do so, we can also rely on the EDHEC Climate Impact Institute that really infuses all our programs with their applied research. Do you really need a financial background to get into this program? And the answer would be no. No prior financial experience is necessary. Also, coming with this experience will allow you to fast track through this demanding program and this very competitive industry. But this is not a prerequisite that you already have either an academic experience in finance or a professional experience in finance. That may help you, but this is not a necessity. Though I would say that having an appetite for numbers, having some enthusiasm for the financial industry is a necessity. Okay, so that is necessary. Appetite for number, obviously that will be easier if you have some data and statistical capacities that will help you go through the first semester without having to struggle too much with the quantitative part of the program. But no, definitely not. There is no prior knowledge in finance that is necessary. This is a 2-year degree, and we do consider that this is a necessity to become the kind of professional that is both required by the industry and that will allow you to build the kind of successful career that our candidates aim for. In which sense? First sense is that compressing everything within a year will force every student to skip some part of the financial knowledge that is necessary to build this kind of career that we're talking about. With 2 years, you have the capacity with the first year to really build this 360-degree perspective on finance. You don't skip anything. Then you apply that in the industry, and then you're able, in full knowledge, to pick up the specializations that will allow you to get the most competitive positions, because you have built the academic knowledge, you have built up your preferences, and you already have a step in the industry. That's the reason why these programs, Master in Management with a financial perspective, is built this way. Now, when you leave the program, you leave the school with a Master in Management. This is a formal, official master degree. And on top of that, you leave the school with a school diploma, the MSc, either MSc in Accounting and Finance, MSc in Corporate Finance and Banking, MSc in Financial Engineering, or the double degree with me in Paris PSL, MSc in Climate Change and Sustainable Finance. This is what you get from your education at EDHEC Business School in this Master in Management. Sometimes candidates hesitate to apply to this Master in Management due to the length of the program. This is 2 years of academic education plus 1 year of internship. We do think at EDHEC that this is really the way to land in the most competitive positions in the financial industry, to be able to mature your own individual project without any prior on what you want to become, or even with a prior on what you want to become. You get this full knowledge, you apply it to the industry, you specialize, well, you become the most competitive candidate. And I say most competitive candidates, we all know how competitive interviews processes are in the financial industry. We have the career center that will allow you to go through these processes with the highest probability of succeeding in landing in the first dream job and building your dream career.